Devil Daggers is a first-person shoot-'em-up where you shoot a shitload of demons, pick up a shitload of gems, and do your best to not die a horrible death. Developed by Sorath, Devil Daggers is all about surviving as long as possible in an increasingly hostile environment consisting of a platform and a foreboding void from which your enemies crawl forth. It's the definition of exhilarating, addictive, and satisfying all at the same time. In fact, I'm gonna be completely honest, this game is hard as f***. Fast-paced, unforgiving swarms that only need to touch you once to kill you surround you from every single side. Squid spires spawn groups of skulls, some faster and more durable than others, that hunt you down. Gigantic skull-bodied spiders with a weak point in their underbelly show up, steal your gems, and spawn quick and aggressive little tiny spiders that swarm you on the ground. And that's only 3 or 4 of the 13 enemy varieties that Devil Daggers boasts. As you slay wave after wave of these horrible demons, you'll gather these red gems that make you more and more powerful. Survive long enough and collect enough gems, and your daggers will get upgraded. Eventually, you'll be shooting a torrent of knives at your enemies, and you'll have the ability to launch out daggers that home in on targets. Despite the simply massive amount of knives that you'll be flinging around, you'll still need to pay attention. Like I said, all it takes is a single touch, a little sneeze from any of the monsters around to get you made dead. If you're not practicing proper crowd control, then enemies will have no problem sneaking up on you. And if you're not paying enough attention to your surroundings or where you're going, you could easily back up into a skull or a squid and have your run cut disappointingly short. Thankfully, Devil Daggers grants you some more advanced movement techniques to allow you a bit more control over your field, your positioning, and even your speed to a certain extent. You can perform a kind of rocket jump by aiming directly beneath yourself and jumping right as you perform a shotgun blast. I'm still not sure how useful this is, but it's fun to play around with to get some nice little self-awarded style points. Bunny hopping allows you to go faster, helping you get some breathing room in the earlier times and potentially keeping you off the ground when you're surrounded by spiders. As a warning, I'm not sure if that'll actually work too well. Visually, Devil Daggers may not be something that everyone jives with. It's a very dark and lo-fi game with a style akin to Quake and other older games. Everything is angular, low resolution, and angry. Mostly brown, the enemies will splatter their blood all across the arena as you progress, turning it a deep, splotchy red. Weak points on enemies that have them are brightly colored, and enemies will flash when you hit them or damage them. Spiders that start to spawn later on are a bright glowing green that stands out, making it a bit easier to keep an eye out for them. Personally, I love the style. It works well with the sound design to make something tense and uneasy, almost frightening. Everything about Devil Daggers feels and sounds great. Movement is simply on point, and the noises made by hitting enemies or making them pop are just satisfying. A really cool touch is that as you get more and more powerful, the daggers you shoot will be screaming. It's a subtle touch that adds to the pure chaos going on in later stages. It's an addictive game that's sunk its teeth into many already, and I'm not at all ashamed to say that I'm one of its victims. It's a game that requires you to pay attention and learn the patterns of enemies as well as your own tactics to use against them. As of recording this, the current world record time is held by a player named Draku with a grand total of 585.3 seconds. It's one of the most insane things I've seen, and you should check out the run. I can only imagine how crazy things get beyond that point, and I can't wait to see how far people get as we get better and better at the game. You can get Devil Daggers on Steam for just $5. Yeah, just $5. If you're into bullet hells, shoot-'em-ups, or need something more than a little addicting in your life, then this is one for you. Thanks for joining me for this episode of Indie Bytes. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please remember to leave a like and subscribe for more. If you have any indie games that I should check out, then please shoot them my way. You can leave a comment down below, or you can drop me a line on Twitter. My handle's @forkh, or you can shoot me an email at fork4h@gmail.com. I'll see you next time. Bye!